right over here. Chuck, could you tell us a little bit about how long you've been with Drexel and what got you interested in this wonderful cuisine cooking with insects?
Yeah, I've been at Drexel for about 15 years now, and my areas are food sustainability, gardening, and run a kitchen garden course in Italian cuisine. I'm trained in, but I really love sort of fresh food and food that's kind of unadulterated and without a lot of additives. So really using that in cuisine, and bugs are bugs. There's not many additives in there. But I tried my first bug, I want to say probably about 6 years ago in Seattle, and it was a fried cricket. And it was delicious, and I won an umbrella for it. And then I had another cricket that was a tamarind cricket, kind of like a spicy little sweet raisin. And they didn't give me another umbrella for that. I thought I can keep eating and keep getting umbrellas. But that was my first introduction to eating a bug, but cooking bugs really was here. And I did some experimentation and find that bugs work very well in a lot of dishes that we already know. So that's how I got into it.
And we're so happy to have you back. This is the second year with us, so thank you, Chef Chuck.
Pleasure.
Yes, please. And also, can I add, you were a champion last year.
I guess.
Yes.
If you want to point the finger at a champion, I guess I was.
I know.
I get my title back. I forgot. Come on.
Now moving on to, he's got some championships under his belt as well. But Zach, could you
I'm
tell?
wearing a belt actually today.
Well, you're waiting for the championship.
Yes, I get my belt back.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about how long you've been doing this and what got you interested?
Yes, like every young boy, I was silly enough to put an ant in my mouth once when I was younger. That was my first experience eating a bug. Don't do that. Because when they're raw, they can sting and they're live. And yeah. Anyway, so what happened was in 1997, our nature center in New Orleans, where I work, had someone who wanted to do an edible insect event, and they called me. And I said, and? Well, they said, you're the bug guy. And I said, yes, let's break that down. Bug guy, not bug chef. But they asked me to be a bug chef. And so, like Chuck, first time out of the box, I had to call some other people and do some reading and do some experimentation and figure out what it meant to make insects edible and tasty, because that's what we want to do, This is not sort of yucky, we dare you. This is, hey, this is good and you should try it. So, in any event, that's when I started cooking bugs. And from there, we now have an insect museum in New Orleans where I work called Autumn Butterfly Garden and Insectarium. We have a place called Bug Appetit, that's punny. And we serve edible insects every day that we're open, from about 10 to 4. So we do a lot of bug cooking. In fact, I don't even do much of the bug cooking now, but I still get to travel to cool places and cool bug fests like this and do this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's hear from River. I'm sure we're in for a show today. The smackdown is on. The gauntlet has been thrown.
Oh, it hasn't been thrown yet.
Oh,
it's going to get thrown.
It's going to get thrown.
Yeah.
There's no bad blood up here, just friendly competition.
Just
all in the
friendly
spirit of
bad. I love them.
bugginess and fun.
Friendly bad blood.
Now, we got our bug fest here going on, so bugs kind of seem like an everyday thing here, at least for the next few days. Here at the Academy, we always do love our bugs, though. However, the United States, our culture, we're kind of the eyeballs in the world when it comes to eating bugs. For the most part, how many of you have ever eaten a bug before on purpose? On purpose. Riding your bike down the street and a fly goes into your mouth. So not very many, just a handful of you. And as far as the world goes, about 80% of countries consume insects or bugs as part of their regular diet. Fancy name for that? Anyone know what that's called? What's it called when you eat bugs as part of your diet? Just eating bugs. Anyone know the name of that?
Delicious.
Yeah. Insectivore, that's what we call most other animals that only eat insects, absolutely. Of course, for us humans, we always like to separate ourselves from other animals for whatever reason, so we call it entomophagy. So entomophagy is what our judges will be doing in a little bit, and all you folks hopefully will get a taste of a little entomophagy yourselves today. And that is literally just eating bugs. Again, 80% of the world, bugs are a regular part of the diet, and it's not really a foolish thing when you think about it. They are very, very nutritious. Tons of iron, all sorts of good vitamins, and they have more protein, per unit of weight than the pigs and the cows we normally eat every day. They also take a lot less energy. They're better for the environment, greenhouses. We'd actually be better off having farms of grasshoppers rather than pastures of cows. Something we're not really used to, but it's not a bad way to go. And so hopefully you guys will get a little bit of a taste of that, a chance to really try.
And to touch on what you said, for those who are health-oriented and maybe you want to eat heart healthy, as you always hear, or you're looking to slender your waistline, they're less fatty. So they're overall good for you because they're high in protein, but they also contain a lot less fat than those meats that we regularly eat. So all around, they are much better for you in your overall health, as well as more environmental friendly. And I like how Mike asked, how many ever ate a bug on purpose? How many have ever eaten a bug not on purpose? Okay, so now I'm going to ask everybody, please raise your hand. Yes, everybody in the audience should have their hand raised because the average American eats 5 to 10 pounds of bug parts a year. Congratulations, you're all into etymology. Yay!
Good head start.
And if you'd like to explore it on your own, go out.